the endless heavens. I knew you, every part of you, every breath, every intricate detail woven with care beyond your understanding. Your value is eternal. These words are not mere statements, but the heartbeat of my everlasting love for you. You live in a world that measures worth by fleeting things, possessions, accolades, appearances, achievements that blink in and out like fragile candle flames in a tempest. Yet, I see beyond the surface, into the very core of your being where true value resides, unaffected by time, untouched by the noise around you. I have witnessed your struggle to understand your worth in a space that constantly redefines it. A place where your worth seems tethered to so many conditions. My beloved, your value does not hinge on the approval of others, nor can it be diminished by the judgments cast your way. I made you, and in my eyes, the fabric of your soul is woven from the most precious elements of eternal grace and unending love. You are more than your failures, more than your past mistakes, more than the shadows that attempt to cloud your light. You carry within you a divine reflection, a spark of my own nature that cannot be extinguished, stolen, or devalued. There is a deep and sacred struggle inside you, the battle of identity and recognition. Sometimes it feels like you're walking through a desert, your feet dragging through the dust of discouragement, your spirit weighed down by the relentless tides of self-doubt and fear. Yet in that very desert, my spirit is present. A cooling breeze on a sun-baked day, a gentle whisper urging you onward. I am not distant, my dear child. I am closer than your next breath. Even when you feel unseen or unloved, my gaze is fixed upon you. My embrace surrounds you in moments when the world turns away. I invite you now to reach deeper than the world's shallow measure and rest in the unshakable truth. You are eternally valuable to me. Your worth did not begin with your first cry, nor will it end with your last sigh. It pulses through eternity because it is anchored in my heart, a divine imprint stamped on your very essence before creation itself began. I see beyond the brokenness, the uncertainty, the days in which you could undo. I see the person I called forth, a beloved masterpiece designed to reflect my glory and to walk boldly in the purpose I have set before you. Let this truth settle in you, child. No matter how the world tries to define or confine you, your value transcends all, because it springs from me. I understand the weight of feeling unseen or misunderstood. That pain bears down like a heavy cloak, threatening to suffocate your soul. But remember, my love pierces through the thickest darkness and shines brighter than the harshest judgment. What others may overlook or discard, I treasure and hold dear. You are not an accident, nor are you a fleeting thought. You are a deliberate act of my creative will, etched permanently into the tapestry of my divine plan. This truth is your sanctuary, your fortress against the ever-shifting sands of human opinion. When doubts rise like storm clouds, and the voices of worthlessness try to drown out my whispers of love, I call you to anchor your heart in my promise. Your value is eternal and immovable. As unchanging as the sun's journey through the sky, as steady as the stars engraved upon the heavens. My love for you remains constant. In this steady embrace, you are invited to find rest, not a restless striving to prove worth, but a deep, abiding peace in who you are because of who I am. There's a wellspring of affirmation waiting for you, a tide of acceptance and belonging that cannot be bought, earned, or lost. My dear child, it is freely given, poured out like an endless stream of grace that covers every broken place, every insecurity, every whisper of fear. Will you believe me this time when I say that your value is not subject to the rise and fall of your circumstances? This is the unshakable foundation upon which you can build your life. I long for you, to step into the fullness of this revelation, not as a passive recipient, but as one who embraces their identity, standing tall amidst a world that often misleads and confuses. Your value is eternal because you are held in my hands, fashioned with purpose and infinite care. You are my beloved, treasured beyond measure, precious beyond words. No matter what storms rage around you, my love remains a sanctuary. Trust in it, cling to it, and let it transform the way you see yourself. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Listen closely, for I'm speaking the language of eternal love into your soul, inviting you to release the chains of self-condemnation and step fully into the light of my acceptance. Walk with me in this truth, for it leads to freedom, joy, and a peace the world cannot give nor take away. Your value is an unbreakable thread in the fabric of eternity, woven by the hand of your Creator. No one, not even fear or failure, can unravel it. This is my message to you today. You are loved beyond measure. You are made for endlessly more than you imagine. Your worth is perpetual, enduring, and perfect through my eyes and in my heart. Let this divine truth take root deeply within you. Embrace it. Carry it like a banner over your life. This is only the beginning of a journey toward fully knowing and living in the magnitude of your eternal value. Walk forward, beloved, with courage. Your story is sacred, your destiny glorious, and I am with you now and forever. My dear child, I see the weight you carry, the silent battles fought within your heart. This burden, invisible to the eyes of the world, wears heavily on your spirit. You may feel as if the darkness surrounding you is without end, like a night that stretches beyond the waning moon, leaving you to stumble in shadows. But I'm near, closer than breath, holding you even when you cannot feel my presence. In the quiet, I'm whispering life and reassurance over the jagged edges of your fear. This tension in your soul, the tension between the longing for peace and the persistent storm of doubt, is not a sign of defeat, but an invitation to deeper trust. I am not distant or indifferent, though sometimes it may feel as if I am silent. I hear every sigh that escapes your lips. I understand the unspoken language of your heart's pain. My patience with you is endless. My holding on to your hand is firm and tender. You are not alone in the struggle, even when your thoughts spiral into confusion and despair. I am the stillness beneath the chaos, the refuge in the tempest. I have allowed this season not to break you, but to awaken a new depth within you, a finer sensitivity to my spirit, a keener awareness of my love. Like the refining fire that purifies gold, the trials that twist your soul are preparing you for a glory that will outshine the darkest night. Though you feel weary and perhaps misunderstood, even by yourself, you're being held in the palms of my hands. My dear, do not be afraid to lean into the discomfort, to bring every tear, every question, and every doubt to me. Nothing is too small or too heavy for me to carry with you. Remember, my presence is not always wrapped in thunder or radiant light. Sometimes it comes as the soft dew on a parched field, a gentle breath that revives the withered parts of your spirit. When you wrestle with silence or feel forsaken, lean into that whisper of my love. It will become loud enough to drown out despair. In this tension, I am teaching you the strength of waiting, the peace found in patience, and the trust that lights the way forward when vision is blurred. Child, your soul's unrest is a fertile ground for my grace. Let my heart pour into your broken places. I am the balm that soothes wounds that no one else sees. The warmth that melts the frost of isolation. Your struggles are not hidden from me. I know every ache and every prayer that's caught in your throat. I am tender enough to heal your wounds and strong enough to carry your burdens. You need not hide your pain. For in vulnerability, you meet my power. Do not rush through this moment. It is a sacred pause, a breath in the symphony of your life that prepares you to rise again. Trust that I am working all things in your life, seen and unseen, for your good. I will not abandon you nor forsake you, even when your journey feels lonely and your faith trembles. My steadfast love is your anchor, your fortress, and your salvation. In this time of tension, reach for me with your whole heart. Let your spirit open, like the dawn breaking through the night sky. If your heart is hurting and your spirit is weary, bring it all to me. Do not carry these burdens alone. I am here, ready to hold you, to quiet the storm inside you and bring rest to your weary soul. Let my presence flood your inner being with peace that surpasses all understanding. Take this moment to breathe deeply of my love and to surrender your struggles into my care, trusting that I am near and that I will never leave you alone. Will you come to me now with your brokenness and your doubts? Will you allow yourself to be cradled in the refuge of my love? Let this truth settle in you. No darkness is too deep for my light to penetrate. No sorrow is beyond my healing. I am with you, not only in the highs, but through every shadowed valley and uncertain path. Rest in me, beloved, and let my peace guard your heart. My beloved, how often you have felt the heavy weight of guilt pressing down upon your soul, as though you carry the burden of the world's failures alone. I see how this weight curves your spine, darkening your thoughts, and stealing the light from your eyes. But hear me now. Guilt is not the chain that confines you. It is the misguided whisperer trying to divert you from the embrace I long to offer. You have been led to believe that your mistakes do define you, that the sum of your shortcomings is the measure of your worth. Yet I tell you, my dear child, that when I look upon you, I see not a tally of faults, but a masterpiece, scarred yet radiant in the palette of my enduring love. Within the garden of your soul, there grows a seed of forgiveness, watered by the gentle rains of my mercy. This seed is planted not when you are perfect, but amidst your imperfect striving, your humble turning. Do you understand, beloved, that forgiveness is more than a declaration? It is a rebirth. When you stumble and fall into remorse, I'm already reaching out to lift you, not to reproach, but to restore. The shame you carry is a shadow that I did not cast. It is the residue of humanity's broken mirrors, reflecting false images. Yet I stand beside you, casting a light that dissolves every dark reflection, inviting you to see yourself through my eyes, clean, whole, precious, beyond measure. Imagine a child who has soiled their own clothes but returns to the parents' arms expecting scorn, and instead finds warmth. That is how I receive you, time and time again. There is no ledger of condemnation in my presence, only an endless well of grace, a fountain that never runs dry. The shame you wrestle with, it is not your sentence. It is a veil I patiently see through, knowing your true face lies just beneath. Let that truth settle in your heart. You are not defined by what you have done, but by who I am. And I am love unceasing, faithfulness unbroken, hope eternal. Somewhere in the deep corridors of your heart, perhaps you have tried to hide from me, fearing I would withdraw love due to your flaws. But hear now the thunder of my assurance. I do not withdraw. Even when you turn away, my gaze remains fixed on you, a constant beacon through the fog of your uncertainty. You are never out of reach. I've carved your name deep in my heart. Your past does not erase the eternal covenant I have made with you. Do not wallow in the quagmire of guilt, my child, for it only traps you further from the freedom I offer. Rise instead into the light of forgiveness, and allow me to baptize your spirit with renewal and peace. There are stories you tell yourself to explain why you are less than worthy, why forgiveness seems out of reach. They are like ruins of a once strong fortress fallen to despair's siege. But as the master builder, I am restoring those broken walls, one stone at a time. With every act of repentance, you hand me another tool. With every sincere plea for mercy, another beam is set in place. This process is not swift, for the rebuilding of a heart requires patience and careful craftsmanship. Yet, my dear child, the outcome is a sanctuary, a place where your spirit can find shelter from storms, a resting place for your weary soul. Do not be fooled by the silence that sometimes cloaks this healing journey. It is not abandonment, but my holy working deep within you, shaping you into the vessel I intended. Within the quiet moments, my spirit breathes truth into the hidden corners of your heart, dispelling the lies that tell you that you are unworthy of my grace. I am with you in the stillness. I am with you in the tears. Each day brings you closer to freedom, to the joy that is waiting on the other side of guilt's shadow. My beloved, there is a sacred dance between your confession and my forgiveness. When you bring me your brokenness, you invite me to do what only I can. Transform the pain into power, the failure into triumph. This is not mere consolation. It is a divine exchange. You surrender your guilt, and I clothe you with righteousness, with dignity that cannot be revoked. I call you now to step into this exchange fully, to release the chains of self-condemnation, and accept the garment of grace I have made for you. Know that the forgiveness I extend is complete. It is not partial, not conditional upon greater effort or exemplary behavior. It is a gift freely given out of my boundless love. When you feel the temptation to retreat into shame or self-rejection, summon the courage to come back to me. I'm not just a judge. I am your Redeemer. And my desire is to beautify you with forgiveness as the rains beautify the barren earth. Let your heart embrace this truth. Nothing you have done can separate you from my love's cleansing flood. Will you believe me this time? Will you allow me to wrap you in the tender arms of forgiveness to heal the wounds guilt has made? The journey may be slow, and at times you may feel uncertain, but I am patient, and I am persistent. I am waiting for you to lean in, to reach out, to let go of the weights you cannot carry alone. Bring your doubts, your fears, and your shame. Bring your trembling heart and your aching spirit. I will meet you there with open hands and a heart bursting with love. In the great tapestry of creation, you are an irreplaceable thread woven with intention and care. Do not let the stains of past mistakes dull the thread's brilliance. Instead, trust in my restorative power to cleanse and brighten. Hold fast to the promise that no sin is too great, no failure too profound, that my grace cannot overcome. Your story is not finished. It is continually being rewritten by my hand, and the ending is one of hope, redemption, and unending peace. Reflect on this, beloved. Forgiveness is not only about my love reaching you. It is also about you releasing the burden you have held so tightly. It is a dance of grace and surrender. A journey from the valley of despair into the light of restoration. Let me guide you out of the shadows of guilt and into the brilliant dawn of my mercy. When your heart feels weary, remember that I am near, ready to renew you with forgiveness so complete that no darkness can shadow your soul. Open your hands now and let go of fear, of shame, of the lie that you are beyond redemption. Receive the forgiveness I offer as freely as the breath of life that fills your lungs. Step into the newness of grace, letting it saturate every corner of your being. You are my beloved, wrapped in mercy, walking in the light of restoration. Let this truth settle within you. My dear child, in the quiet moments when the world's clamor fades and your soul feels weighed down by burdens too heavy to carry alone, Know that I am here, ever present, ever patient. There is a tenderness in my gaze that sees beyond your surface, struggles right into the depth of your heart. The loneliness that wraps around you like a shroud is not a sign of my abandonment, but an invitation into a deeper intimacy with me. Sometimes silence is not my absence, but my sacred presence. A sacred space where your spirit can learn to lean wholly upon me. I see how fear creeps in like a shadow, dimming the light within you, making you question your worth and your path. Anxiety claws at your peace, whispers words of doubt that shake the foundation of your faith. Perhaps you have noticed how these feelings make you clamorous for answers, rushing to fill silence with noise, seeking comfort in places that cannot truly satisfy. My dear, the way to peace is not in the hurried pursuit of relief, but in the patient surrender to my timing and my voice.